Today we're gonna party like it's show 199. Bam, bam. It's show 199. Thank you for clapping along, Alex. Very nice of you. See that? The cheerleader got into her there. What's up, world? It's high noon in the desert, and it's time for Punchlines, the show that mixes a little bit of comedy, a little bit of gambling. I'm Frank Nicotero, longtime comedian. Hey, lifelong sports fan. And today's show, it's the last day without big-time sports, ladies and gentlemen. So we're kind of forced to open with kind of a clip that's it's competitive karate or judo, which is an Olympic sport. So this is topical. It's the last day we kind of open with a kind of sport. Frank Murgy, thanks for sending this. It also involves Jenga. It's the first and only Jenga clip. You're looking at this guy in a bar. Watch. You see this, Alex? You're like, no way is he going to do it. There's no way. And look at this. Show enough. Oh, look at that.
It's so incredible.
He's the last dragon right there. And if you remember the movie The Last Dragon, you're over 50. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a karate man, a bruise on the inside. Anybody in the chat room who knows what movie that's from? I'm a karate man, a bruise on the inside. You're also over 40 or 50, so I pose that question to you. If JR is watching, I know he'll get it, but I'm kind of curious to see if anyone will. Here we go. Behind the Glass, he's like the Karate Kid, new final season of Cobra Kai on Netflix now. He's like the Karate Kid and I the Miyagi. Scary fact, I'm 2 years older than Pat Morita was when he made that movie, and right now I'm older than Mr. Miyagi. And he looked how old in that movie? Okay, all right. He brings a zen to the South Point Studio Dojo, the black belt level producer that he is, Ryan McCormick. Hey, Ryan.
Yay.
Woo! All right, Ryan, what the heck's going on for today's show?
Well, we got a lot of stuff in the sporting world, looking at stuff in the WNBA, being that the All-Star game is tomorrow.
Tomorrow
We've
night.
got,
Skills competition tonight?
yeah, stuff from the Poop series in Major League Baseball.
I'm not acknowledging
as some
this
call
whatsoever.
it. And other things in Major League Baseball, being that we resume the second half of the season today. And then some other fun stuff with some pretty special guests.
Okay, yeah. And by the way, remember I sent in your rundown, I mentioned something about NBA Rookie of the Year. We have no idea what that meant.
Yeah, I
don't know
was a
either.
little confused.
I'm like, hey, we got to preview that, and it makes no sense.
Are we talking Bronny there? Or?
I don't know. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was kind of it. What are the odds on Bronny to win Rookie of the Year? It's 1,000 to 1, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
No, the SARS guy, is it SAR or what's the French guy?
He's the one that's been really bad.
Yeah, he's long. Well, you know, we're hearing her voice. We should introduce her. Ladies and gentlemen, she is back for her first Friday in a couple of weeks to talk the NBA All-Star Game a little later on tomorrow, and the skills competition is tonight in Phoenix. And she'll be here next Friday. I know. I'm not looking at her if you notice.
I'll be here 2 days, middle of the week. It's going to be so much fun.
When do we have you next week?
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Wednesday with Alex. Yeah. I like that. She knows about winning. She's a two-time national champ and sports betting analyst. Alex White is here, everybody. Yay, it's Friday. Alex, what's shaking for your picks at 12:36, which we do promptly every day?
You did a great job. You teased it already. WNBA All-Star. I've got a pick on the side and the total and a fantastic story to tell about the last time these two played each other.
I love it. Okay, that's great. And it's a few years ago, right?
A few years ago.
Yeah, all right. Frank Murgy also reminded me it was the WNBA All-Star Game. He's obsessed with this. We have some great Caitlin Clark stuff coming up in posts. One of the coolest things involving Caitlin Clark, who it is, I think it is a law we have to talk about. What's the over-under on her a week? 3.5? I'd say 3.5 shows a week. Sounds about right.
Yeah.
I think you hit that. I think she comes up at least once an episode.
Yeah, I think we've gone over this week.
Yeah, we're definitely over 4.5. Yeah. I think 5. We might have hit 5. Yeah. Also on the show. Okay, guys, we've been talking about this a long time. Oh God, Christians in the chat. It's a long time coming. An eagerly awaited appearance from the operator of the amazingly entertaining Twitter account Brooksgate will be on the show in about 10 minutes from Brooksgate. Ryan, I jokingly said months ago, I'm like, oh, we got to get this guy on the show. And Ryan hit him up, back and forth. We got him on show 199.
Yeah, and now we get to pick their brain.
We have never met this person. We don't know anything about Brooksgate, but they will be on the program.
We're going to figure out a lot today.
What's that?
We're going to figure out a lot today.
We're going to get inside the mind and understand how they go to the lab and make up this wonderful, wonderful stuff he does. All right. So anyway, we like to do a comedy clip right here. And, well, we might as well talk about Paul Skeens since, of course, he's my favorite player now. And I have that future bet for Rookie of the Year. I'm already spending that money.
Speaking of Rookie, Bronny is 300 to 1.
300 to 1?
300 to 1.
That's a true donation, correct? He's not even going to see the court.
I was listening to Sports Talk Radio, just 1100 ESPN, Las Vegas, and I heard there's already money on that.
Yeah. Oh, no, there's, of course. It's the same people. It's the same exact people
That bet him to go one.
that bet him to go number one pick. They're like, one of them's going to happen. And why'd you do that? We told you, save your money.
Just $2.
Who's the favorite? Is it that Tsar or the French guy who's been playing horrible?
That I'll have to look into.
We don't care. Yeah, don't worry about it. All right, comedy clip of the day.
I think Edie is actually.
Oh, Zach Eady's up there?
He did jump after his
I read it
performance,
last night, and I've already drawn a blank on it. But we have a comedy clip of the day. Let's start off. It's a little Paul Skeens. Paul Skeens, who Ryan got me that great shirt, the Allegheny Electric Company. He and Jared Jones.
It is SAR. SAR is 5 to 1.
When is Jared Jones coming back?
That's a good point. I know. They said after the break because he's gotten about, hopefully soon.
My fantasy team is struggling.
You have him?
I have both.
Nice. All right. So what were you saying, Ryan?
The current odds, Zach Edey is the favorite, 6 to 1. Reed Shepherd is about 7 to 1.
Who the hell drafted Zach Edey again? I can't remember.
Memphis.
I was gonna say it's somewhere down south. Okay.
Yeah, and then Connect 4, Dalton Connect is 10 to 1.
Yeah, that's who I'll bet right there.
The Lakers.
Laker
I would
boys.
too.
Yeah, I'll take him. Connect 4. Okay, so Paul Skeens doesn't have a nickname. So there, perfect example. You just said Connect 4. He's got a nickname. Ryan, what's your nickname? House calls? What is it? Yeah, nice laugh. What is your nickname? Do you have one amongst friends?
One of my best friends just calls me Rye Dog, but I can't
Rye
take
Dog.
that from Drew Dog.
I called you that once, and you're like Rye Guy, though, too.
Well, yeah.
And
Fly Guy, yeah, is what I used to.
Fly Guy?
Yeah, Fly Guy Rye is what I used to go by.
We're never not acknowledging him not as Fly Guy Rye. I love that. Do you have a nickname?
not really.
Not really?
A White, maybe.
What?
Back in the
A
day.
White.
A White.
Okay, there you go. I think I've mentioned this before on the show.
Cranky Frankie.
No, I was cranky one time on the show. Don't, Ann. Are you mouth agape right now? Oh, you're choking. Okay, Ann, someone Heimlich, Ann. Oh my God. I want you people to know that Ann is here directing the show, and she's got one
Recovering
foot in
from
the
a
grave.
very heavy sickness.
We love Ann. The Blade is my nickname.
I don't think we've ever said that on the show.
I've never.
Nope. This is news to all of us.
All right, real quick, the Blade. There are people in this world that only call me the Blade. Mike O'Day, Bob Dell doesn't really call me the Blade. Don, if you've seen it. Anyway, there was a pitcher for the Pirates back in the day. Chris might remember him, Larry McWilliams, and he was Mac the Knife. And when I played baseball, I had the same pitching motion as him. So Mac the Knife became Nick the Blade, and then just shortened to the Blade. And then there was a fact that I carried a butterfly knife in high school. I did not. So anyway, there are people that only call me the Blade. Might not even know my first name. So if you guys want to call me the Blade.
It's funny you say there are people, but then you went down the punchies and you were like, not
Well,
them,
none
not
of
them,
them.
not them.
They're
So
friends
who are
that-
these people, Frank?
Wait a second. That guy in the Jenga clip is a former Pitt Panther?
Yeah.
I didn't even know
Yeah,
that.
former
Marcus
Pitt Panther.
Minor, don't remember him, but
and former Maryland Terrapin.
oh wow. Okay, wow. B-Town Dummy. He got Trading Places. That's if I do a movie reference, of course Christian's gonna climb in on that.
Did you see the other one from Christian?
Okay, let's see. I kind of glanced at it. We're doing roll call now. All right, let's see who's in the room. B-Town Dummy, Christian, Trading Places. Okay. That roll call. Yeah, we're doing roll call, and we're on. Look at Ann's well enough to know to get the roll call thing going. Is it Free Shirt Friday for Frank? That Polo looks like he's the manager of a new gym in Henderson. All right. Christian, if you must know, this is a UNLV shirt, which I wore for a proud grad right here.
That's right.
Who else is from UNLV? Keith went there. And anyone else here? No?
And
Ann? Oh, yeah, Ann.
Yeah,
oh,
Sean
yeah,
went.
Ann.
Sean was in
Okay.
UNLV.
I thought you died. I'm sorry. I didn't want to speak of you in the past. But anyway, Ann went to UNLV, so I have a UNLV shirt.
Keith.
And no, I'm in a gym. Keith Lyle's there. We need to come up with a nickname for Frank. I already told you it's the Blade. And we know Ryan is the cocksure kid. That is Tommy's nickname for you. Who else is there? Joey B. Good morning. Joey B. Always nice to see you. And Ryan, I talked about the schedule. You mentioned that the Cubs and Dodgers are opening next season in Japan.
Yeah, in Tokyo.
Genius, right? Because
Yeah.
you're getting Ohtani.
You're getting Ohtani, you're getting Seiya Suzuki, you're getting Shota Imanaga. It's gonna
Unbelievable.
Be, yeah.
Maybe
Okay.
Ichiro comes out to take an at-bat. Who knows? Maybe Ichiro unretires, plays. That's unbelievable.
Pulls a
Yes,
Yager.
and Joey
Yeah,
B
that'd be
also
cool.
knew Trading Places was the quote. Very good. Anyway, let's show the Paul Skeens clip. Let's get to the comedy clip. Paul
Trying to come up
Skeens
with
doesn't have a
for you, by the
nickname.
way, and I was thinking like Paul
This guy
Bearer or
has
something like that.
Paul
But Paul
Bearer.
Bearer, because you last thing someone sees before they're in the dirt. Cool with that? Is that okay? No.
I like it.
Okay.
The guy,
We'll-
I mean, the
we'll
guys on
work
the
on
team.
it.
Is that
probably did
Cornelius, by the way, from Rudolph the Red-Nosed
Go
Reindeer?
with that.
That's Rob Friedman. That's the runner of Pitching Ninja.
Oh, that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that guy around. Oh, the Pitching Ninja's brother.
What?
What? Huh?
That's the guy that runs Pitching Ninja.
He runs Pitching Ninja. Oh, we love Pitching Ninja.
Yes.
Yeah, they even got that little logo. Very nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, Paul Skeen's pallbearer. I kind of like that because he's always putting people on the ground.
I think I like Big P.
Big P. I guess Mitch. He said Mitch gave it to him. I assume he means Mitch Keller. All right. As I said, Brooks Gate's coming up in about 5 minutes.
What? Phrasing.
What?
Bad phrasing. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh, I did? Okay.
No,
anyway, Brooks Gate's coming up in about 5 minutes. We have Brooks Gate. We use his stuff. We always credit him because we just find it's fascinating. I actually see that he's coming up in the chat room right now. He has the most picturesque shot we've ever had on the show. But anyway, let's show an example of what kind of stuff this guy does.
So today,
it's our stat of the day.
Yeah, stat of the day. Kind of looking at two of the teams playing today on the card. The White Sox have lost each of their last 8 seasons.
We love this.
First game out of the All-Star break. The Cardinals have lost their last 7 seasons coming out of the All-Star break. So going against the Braves for the Cards and going against the Royals for the White Sox. Also, if you look at the scores, the Cardinals are the only team to cover the run line.
Yeah.
And they did it one time.
Their first one. Yeah, back in 2016.
We're getting his. Oh, okay. We're good.
Yeah, it looks great. I like it. I like it a lot. It's another reason to run to the window after the show, courtesy of Brooksgate. I will bet against the White Sox. I like that Royals team. We all do. I like that one. And I hate St. Louis because I'm a Pirates fan and you're a Cubs fan. You hate him too.
Yeah.
Might be a little parlay in the works there. So anyway, we're going to be talking with him in about 5 minutes or so. We're going to have Brooksgate on the show. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Very excited. We already did the roll call. Tommy Green, Brooksgate. Tommy Green texted me. He's like,
he's been very excited.
He's very excited. Tommy was like, oh my God. He sent me last night. He's like, you got him? I'm like, Ryan got him, baby. Let's see. Yeah, he'd be very excited. Not Sling Blade, Keith Lyle. I'm just Blade. All right. So we're looking around the 702. Again, lots going on in Vegas. We get all the big conventions. We get all the big stuff. Do you know about the EVO convention this weekend?
I do not.
It's a video game convention.
Ryan, did you know about this?
I honestly did not.
I did not either. Courtney pointed this out. Jerry is in the basement. Jerry, please point out if you knew of Jerry. Please chime into the chat if you're aware of the EVO convention.
I would be shocked if he wasn't, right?
I would think he's going to be there in full like Sonic regalia or something.
Well, the thing about this convention is it's fighting games. So like Mortal Kombat type, Street Fighter type.
It's not Jerry's thing.
Yeah, he's more of a Sonic and Mario. But yeah, this has become a much more popular event for esports. A bunch of different fighting.
Do we consider them athletes? That's why you can. Are these video game? Are they athletes? Alex, just cheerleading. Are they athletes?
Exactly. That's what I was like. I know where this is going.
No,
next,
but cheerleaders
so I don't
are
want to say no to them and then try and say yes.
I mean, have you seen the thumbs on some of these kids? They're unbelievable. The workout they put in. All right. Should we do That's Crazy real quick? We have time for That's Crazy. Let's do That's Crazy. Yeah. Let's let the cat out of the bag, Ann. Do it. That's a new intro. Let the cat out of the bag. Here he comes. There he is. All right. Here comes Chalk the cat. Crash the cat.
Crazy. What? That's crazy.
All right, what do you have for That's Crazy today, Alex White, on Friday?
So remember when we had the Super Bowl and we had that grand entrance of the Clydesdales coming here at South Point?
Right behind us.
Are here very often. They have a beautiful stable set up here at the South Point, and they made a bet on the Super Bowl. Well, now somebody else is including Clydesdales, and that is Matthew Tkachuk here. He is letting a Clydesdale drink out of the Stanley Cup, and we love that. And you guys have a connection because you had a very well-known guest on as well. Yeah,
we had Eddie Olczyk on the show, who might have done this first, letting the Kentucky Derby winner in 1994 eat hay out of the top of the Stanley Cup. So.
That's great. So good. I can never say the T silent Tkachuk. I always say I can't get it out. Anyway, yeah, that's great. Horse drinking out of the Stanley Cup. I love it. Ryan, what's yours, buddy?
So mine goes to the baseball world. The Oakland A's are calling up last year's number 6th overall pick, Jacob Wilson. The crazy thing isn't that they're calling up the number 6 pick. It's more that bottom stat. So he's swung at 234 pitches in the zone this season, making contact 223 times. He has more games with 4 hits, 7 of those such games, than 0 hits, 4 of those such games. He has more games with 4+ RBIs, 3, than games with 2 strikeouts. He's done it twice. Wow. And he also is hitting over 400 versus all pitch types that he's seen.
That's amazing.
Amazing. I've been watching him since he was a little boy. This sounds wrong. As it came out of my mouth. I've seen him play. His dad was Jack Wilson. His dad was Jack Wilson, who played for the Pirates, won a Gold Glove. Solid shortstop. Probably the last solid shortstop the Pirates have had. Hopefully O'Neal Cruz can match some of that magic. But kid can hit, man. And his dad had him. I mean, he was hitting him hard. There was video of him hitting like ground balls to his kid, like that you would hit to a high schooler when his kid was like 5. So, I mean, it's unbelievable. So, yeah, very exciting. I'm excited to see that kid. Jack Wilson's from Burbank. So I saw him a couple times around LA because he'd come back home and do stuff. So, all right, speaking of home and Jack Wilson and Pittsburgh, I want to point out that my mom actually sent me her first ever idea for the show, so I have to use it. It's the silly thing they do in Pittsburgh. Thursday, July 18th to Sunday, July 21st. It's right downtown. It's called Picklesburg. It's everything pickled. They pickle everything. Heinz is a big sponsor, of course, because it is a Pittsburgh company. So my mom goes, I think this might be good for the show. So does it have anything to do with sports? It's close to PNC Park.
I want to go there.
Dude, they just started doing this about, 5-10 years. I have yet to go to one of these. They shut down the Roberto Clemente Bridge. So there's your baseball tie-in. Roberto Clemente Bridge, pickles, everything pickled. It's a big, good time. So there you go, Pittsburgh. There's your shout out. All right. So should we go to 100 shows? All right. Brooks Gate, he's coming up in about a minute, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to throw to a break. We're going to check that we got this beautiful shot. It's going to look great. We don't even know where he is. We're going to find out so much about him. All right. We'll be back in 1 minute. First commercial all week late. Oh, no. Not commercial. Jesus.
100 shows ago.
100 shows ago. Me, Alex, and Ryan, and the Jeff Parles Shohei Ohtani line. Nice.
I just want to know.
Yes.
What book Jeff finds plus 550 odds for Shohei Ohtani to hit a home run?
Yeah. The Jeff Parles book.
Because... All right, well, that book's going bankrupt because Shohei Ohtani hits a home run in 1 out of every 3 games. He hit 44 home runs.
It was his first game.
Look. Okay, home run, season leader.
We'll get to that.
That we got here at South Point.
Yeah.
Shohei Ohtani is 7-1.
Yep.
The favorite is Aaron Judge at 6-1.
Yep.
So Shohei Ohtani is the second highest odds to lead the league in home runs, and you somehow get 550 odds for him to hit a home run through the entire game, which many Dars on my side. He hit it off a single A pitcher.
But you know who's on my side? Daniel Pacheco.
I don't know why Jeff had the authority to do something to this show.
He has tenure here. He's been here the longest.
He originally wanted to give him plus 350.
Okay.
And then
Alex is going to break it down.
Yeah. And then
so how did it
Frank
get so much
said
worse?
He negotiated very well. And then, because it was plus 350 for his first at bat. And then he said, give me the full game. Yeah. I think Jeff was thinking that was never going to happen. He wasn't going to hit one, which his first at bats. I mean, he struck out and then he
grounded into a double play.
So wasn't looking too good. But this is the fun part because it is a betting show. I mean, that's kind of like sports betting, right? You're down $70. You have 15 left. What do? You throw it on a plus 550 and hope for the best.
Yeah, but Shohei Ohtani is not a plus 550. That was a double or nothing bet.
Listen, you agreed to the bet. I heard you guys in the background. Who was around when Jeff?
Show before it even happened.
Who was around when Jeff made the bet with me on the phone yesterday?
Alex.
Who do you think?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Ryan is still angry about this, about the Shohei Ohtani bet.
We're much past it, but
we are.
What I am angry is that this still sits.
Once we know what we want to do with it, it's waiting. I have it in an escrow account. It's up to like 236.
How long ago did Lent end?
We are over 100 days.
Okay.
It's 100 shows ago.
Over
That's
100
perfect.
shows.
See, there you go. Listen, once we figure out something, baby. I don't know what that was. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to try to bring our guest in here. We talk about him all the time. We love his Twitter and X account. We're always pushing it and urging you guys to subscribe to it. He's currently walking somewhere beautiful. There's lots of palm trees, and he's got his earbuds in, and I don't know if he can hear me. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, cool, man. Yeah, we can hear you. What's your first name, actually? We don't even know your first name.
Yeah, the connection's breaking up.
Yeah, connection's breaking up a little bit. So WNBA also.
Well, we're trying to get it figured out.
What should I do? And there we go.
There.
It's still breaking up a little bit.
Yeah.
Should we make bets on where we think he is? Okay. With that beautiful
It looks Florida.
It
looks Florida. A lot of palm trees. Because there's so much land around him too. That's not LA, so I feel it's Florida.
You're the only one that can see him.
Oh, you guys can't see him?
Well, she can't. I can't.
Okay. You have like 4 monitors.
We were setting it up for
doesn't mean
everybody who's watching.
We're describing the scene. Doing a little play-by-play here. All right, so can you hear us, sir? Okay, he's sitting down inside.
A little better.
There.
I think we're good.
Yeah, that's good. What's up? There he is. What do I call you? Do I call you Brooks?
Oh, it dropped.
He was on the show, ladies and gentlemen. He was on the show. I told you, Ryan got him on the show. There he is. Hey, can you hear us? Cool.
Oh, it's doing a laggy thing.
Yeah, we got a little lag issue going on there.
Jordan.
All right, Jordan.
We did get that.
We did get Jordan.
I don't know what's going on.
George's trying to find another location. All right. Let's give it a minute, right?
great.
We'll give it a minute.
There we go. Okay.
This could be his house. I mean, beautiful. Wherever he is, it's beautiful. All right, he's indoors.
Jordan, is that a Carolina hat that you're wearing? I think it's a Carolina hat. I hope it's a Carolina hat.
Is it a Carolina?
It looks like it.
Do they have palm trees in North Carolina?
No.
No, just Florida and California. All right.
Jerry said, try dropping the bit rate. Oh, okay.
Okay. Hey, Ann,
He's
try
showing you guys how the sausage
Hey,
is
Ann,
made.
try dropping the bit rate. That's what I would do.
Sounds like.
It's even in the chat.
There we go. Now we got it. I'm sure this is steady.
Okay. I think
Okay.
maybe.
He's getting his steps in. I'll tell you that much, so folks. He's getting his steps in. So, Jordan, we're big fans of yours. If you can hear us, we're absolutely obsessed with everything you do and how you do it. And that's what we just kind of want to. This is now the ring. Okay. Oh. Okay.
Oh, worked up a sweat.
We've made the man work up a sweat. There we go. Okay. Can you hear us? We got you.
More or less.
Uh-oh.
Is it a Gators hat? I'm trying to figure out what the logo is on the hat.
Okay. There he is.
There we go.
Okay. Wait, Jordan, right there. I think we have you right there. Stand on one leg and lift up your arm.
It's more circular
There
than
we
the
go.
Florida logo.
All right. So, what's up?
It's behind.
Okay, there. I think we got you. Sorry to make you run all over. Where are you? What city are you in?
Oh man, it's like he's hearing us, and then we're getting like 10 seconds behind and tries to catch up.
I'm in Tampa, Florida.
Tampa. So I did get that. Yeah, Tampa, Florida.
Oh, Tampa. All right, there you go, Florida.
Thank
I'm
you,
on a
Red
lag
Panda.
now too. Thank you. Okay, so he is in Tampa, where Esther Steinberg is from. We know that because she talks about Tampa and Lions in Nevada every show. Live in Nevada. Okay. All right. Let's move on. He's kind of frozen now, so.
Yep.
Okay.
Reconnecting.
All right. Let's. Why don't we sound the horn?
Well, we missed. Oh, no.
We'll sound the horn. All right, we're gonna sound the horn right now.
We'll try and get it figured out.
Yeah, there it is. All right. Well, your dog has stuff for the Monday montage now.
Yeah, a good 10 minutes.
Alex, what are you up to this weekend? You're at the ballpark all weekend.
Yes, we have a 3-game homestand here at the ballpark.
Now, there's 2 special nights going on.
Yes, there is.
Are we talking about that? We can talk about
Yeah,
this.
we
right?
can do this now.
Yeah, go ahead. What is
it's
tonight?
19.
Tonight is Harry Potter night, which is very exciting.
4
And if
different
you-
hats.
4 different hats. You don't get to pick, though. They're going to equally put them at the gates. You walk in and you get whatever house you get.
And I don't know who was so. Was it Jeff or was it you mentioned? There's probably going to be a lot of swapping going on,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to be. I don't know which. I don't know if I'm Gryffindor or Hufflepuff.
You just get assigned a house if you come to the ballpark tonight.
Right. But which one I would want, like if I had to you know what hat I really want to know about? The one Brooksgate is wearing. That's right.
I was trying to figure it. It
Ryan
looked a
wants
little
to
light
know.
blue, so I thought it was Carolina,
Right.
but then I saw a
was
circle, and so I was like, it's
Dead
got to
air
be
for a second.
Florida.
He's like,
And then it
might
was
be a Gators hat.
very circular, so definitely not a Florida hat. But the Harry Potter's 19.
All right, while we have posts open, let's go back to AI. We're all over the board. Okay, there it is. There's the Harry Potter night. If you could have one of those hats, which one do you want, Alex?
I'm going for Gryffindor because there is a special jersey as well, and it has those colors.
Which one is Gryffindor?
The top left.
The red
The
one.
red one.
Yes,
Okay.
the
Red. That would match my UNLV
You've
shirt.
never seen Harry Potter?
I've seen 3 of them, and then I was like, man, it's enough. I've been on the Harry Potter
They
ride.
get
We've been
better.
on it.
4 was like, okay,
4
these are getting really good.
Yeah.
The Deathly Hallows,
4
the 2-parter one. What
4 is
one
the
was
best
that?
one.
I don't know.
Yeah, that was Deathly Hallows. Right?
Anyway, I've been
Yeah,
on the
7 and
ride.
8.
I've been on the
6 and
ride.
7.
We've probably
7
been
and
on like 50 times. The ride at Universal Studios.
I've never been on that ride.
Oh, the ride at
The
Universal
whole
Studios.
Harry Potter world, yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. They do projection shows. I'm sure, Kane, you've been, right? It's awesome. It's really cool.
Butterbeer.
And the ride's good. Even the little baby roller coaster's fun. Why not?
Yeah.
I like the green one because I like green and black.
Oh, bad guy. Makes
Oh, no.
fitting for.
Huh. Difficult to work with.
Brian, what are you?
Green.
I genuinely don't know.
I don't know either. Okay, and then what's Saturday night?
Saturday night is
Elf.
It
yes,
is
Elf.
Christmas in July. Yeah.
Christmas in July.
Getting
Tremendous.
a Spruce the Goose bobblehead as Elf.
That's tremendous.
It's a good looking bobblehead.
Yeah, you've seen it?
Yes.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna try and keep it in one piece, unlike Drew Dog's Jackie Young.
His neck was like this.
Yeah.
She had whiplash. Something happened to her. All right, so why don't we do the AI thing while we got posts open? Let's just go backwards. Here we go. Today is July 19th, 2024. We talk about the national holidays. Everyone does, but we do something unique. It's National Beekeeping Day, National Football Day. Why is it National Football Day in July?
I don't know.
Makes no sense. International Retainer Day and National Karaoke Day. It's also Benedict Cumberbatch's 48th birthday. Happy birthday, Dr. Strange. Put him into the computer, Ann, and what do we get?
That's fantastic.
There it
There's
is.
a lot going
That
on.
Okay,
large
so
one is
Benedict
kinda
Cumberbatch has got
terrifying.
a retainer thing working there. Then he's also a beekeeper. He's singing karaoke in the one picture. And then he's playing football, which is American football and not British football, which he would be playing. What karaoke song do you think he's doing, Ryan? What song is he doing? I think he's doing Strange Magic by ELO because he's Doctor Strange. Or Goodbye Stranger by Supertramp. Any idea? What's your karaoke song?
Journey, I guess. I don't really sing karaoke, though, for
Karaoke?
the record.
What's your
Bohemian
song?
Rhapsody.
What is it?
Bohemian Rhapsody. Or That's Life by Frank Sinatra.
I believe we have video of you doing That's Life. As
Well,
a
my
young
mom
child.
has video.
Yes. We still haven't gotten that, have we?
No.
So we need the picture of you with the house call, and we need That's Life.
Which I've also found that poster.
Oh.
I'm not bringing it.
You know when that would be good for? Our 200th show on Monday. Yeah, I think you should bring it in. Okay. All right, Benedict Cumberbatch, happy birthday. AI stuff, always very funny. Thank you, Caden, for putting it into the machine. Speaking of which, let's go to our posts and the woman of the week. Are we starting with Caitlin Clark? Is that right?
Yeah.
All right, why not? I cut matches. All right, so
Sure.
Caitlin Clark,
Well, starting with WNBA.
WNBA. Sorry.
WNBA, yeah. They announced that they agreed to an 11-year, $2.2 billion media deal with ESPN, NBC, and ABC. So over the next 11 years, the WNBA will be getting $200 million
Jeez.
annually. And then if you also combine that with Women's March Madness getting $65 million for NCAA and the Women's Soccer League getting $60 million, media companies are set to pay at least $325 million for those 3 leagues.
Wow.
Starting in 2026. But if you also look at
That's
that
huge.
$2.2 billion media right deal, the Players Association for the WNBA, the lowest paid players will
Yeah.
go from a floor of $57,000 this year
It's around 200 grand.
to around
Yeah,
$200,000.
thank God. Starting to pay these
Yes.
ladies what they're worth. I mean,
Yes.
they're on national TV and they're making like target wages. So yeah, that's great. Good news for that. And also, I pointed out 2.2 billion. Is it a coincidence that Caitlin Clark wears number 2.2? She wears 22. I don't know.
I think you're the only person that has.
I don't know. Tweet
Brought
it
that
out.
to our
I get credit
attention.
for it. It's amazing. All right.
The only other comment I have about it
Is what?
is that the WNBA got a $2.2 billion media deal. The NBA just agreed to theirs for
Yeah.
$76 billion.
Yeah. They got work to do. Yeah, but you know, hey, it's a start, right? It's a start, Alex. I mean,
100%
Yeah, I
is a
would say
start.
so.
Yes.
it's nice to see women's sports involved in a $1 billion deal.
Yes.
Listen, the main goal is for these women not to have to go play other countries and be able to make a living
Right.
off of the sport that they've been training for all their life, just like the men. And So it's a good step.
All right. I have been given the thumbs up by Ann, meaning she is alive. And I think
our video guest
is there. All right, hold on. I got to put these on. I snapped them. Who cares? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going all out of order today. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we have Jordan there. We made him run a mile to get somewhere. Jordan, welcome to the show, man. How are you feeling?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Awesome,
My God,
awesome.
We feel so bad that you had to run all over the place looking for the best Wi-Fi set there.
That original shot looked great,
that was a nightmare. I'm at a golf course, and I didn't expect that I wouldn't be able to get any connection here.
By the way,
inside, though.
It looked beautiful. So were you in the middle of a round, or did you just finish?
No, I'm done.
Okay. Are you a good golfer? What'd you shoot?
I'm all right. 82, I think, today. So
sounds
really good.
That's very good. That's a very good golfer.
Very
and
good
Ryan, our producer, thank you for getting back to Ryan and agreeing to do this.
Yes,
we talk about you all the time. We're obsessed. Ryan's first question is, what is your hat? What is the hat logo?
I have no idea. It's a fish hippie company.
All right, there we go.
Okay. Well, my first glance, I thought it was a North Carolina.
He thought it was
logo.
a North Carolina hat. He's a big Tar Heel fan because of the light blue. So,
Oh no!
Anyway,
I'm not a Tar Heel guy. No.
who's your team? Who are your teams that you root for?
College Auburn.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Okay.
Big Auburn guy.
Okay, big Auburn guy. Now, listen, we love Brooks Gate. How did you come up with the name Brooks Gate if your name's Jordan?
Yeah, I have a dog named Brooks. So kind of a long story, but yeah, I have a dog named Brooks. He's kind of like a bad luck charm with some of my friends with betting. So they call it Brooks Gate, like a Watergate, Deflategate type thing.
I love it. Listen, we're huge fans of all your stuff. The detail and the research you must put in, that's what we want to know. We want to know how the sausage is made. How the heck do you come up with these? How long does it take you to come up with some of them? We're going to show some examples throughout the interview with you. But, I mean, it's just amazing what you come up with. How do you do it?
Well, I appreciate it. I mean, it's not that exciting, honestly. Whatever I see, I'm always on Fangraphs, Baseball Reference, looking at baseball stats. I make half of them on my phone. Pretty fun. I'm glad people seem to like them, though. It's been fun.
Yeah, no, we love them a bunch.
We love them. We fully credit you every time. We love your stuff.
So the first one I kind of wanted to ask you about was you released your first half grades for the MLB season. The four teams that got an A were the Red Sox, Guardians, Phillies, and Brewers. Do you kind of have reasons as to why you put these teams in certain places?
Well, the Red Sox, it was like coming into the season, I didn't see them going over 500. They've been unbelievable. 10 games up, they're really doing everything well, pitching, hitting. Brewers, same thing. They traded Corbin Burns. Lost Josh Hader last year, and they've been really good. And then Guardians playing unbelievable, and then Phillies, they're 8.5, 9.5 up on the Braves right now. So pretty crazy.
Starting pitching, some of the best in baseball.
Exactly. Now, I do like seeing, I'm a diehard Pittsburgh Pirate fan, so anytime you have a Pirate one, usually the Pirates are at the bottom.
Okay.
But you're giving them a solid B, and I guess we got to give it the credit to Paul Skeens, a.k.a. the Paul Bear nickname. But why do you have Pirates as a B?
Yeah, the Pirates they're in a good spot right now. I mean, Skeens, Jones, Keller, that's pretty much as good of a top three as you're going to find. Ryan Reynolds playing good. Well, I don't think, this is necessarily the year, but this is where you see all these young guys flash, and then hopefully they make some moves this offseason, and next year they can be real contenders.
That's what I'm hoping. Maybe they get a bat at the trading deadline. I don't know. The bottom grades are the White Sox, of course, the Blue Jays, and who's the Marlins. The Marlins were a playoff team last year, and it's like they've just given up. They just don't care anymore.
Exactly, exactly.
Now, who's your baseball team that you do root for?
I'm a Yankees fan. I know I'm going to get some crap for that, but yeah, I'm a Yankees guy.
Okay, Garrett Cole's going tonight. Do you I think it's like almost, I hate to say it's a must-win in baseball in July, but I feel like they really got to let the fans know, home game in the Bronx after the laugh, Garrett Cole, Cy Young Award winner. They're favored against the Rays, who usually have their number, but I feel like the Yankees need to go on a run here or Aaron Boone's in trouble, right?
Yeah, with Aaron Boone, they've been saying that for years.
I know.
Who knows, but they got a light schedule next month. They need to take advantage. Cole, I fully think he's going to get right and get going, but he needs to. But yeah, they need to take advantage of next month. Orioles looking really strong, so it's going to be a good division. Okay,
now here's a perfect example, and then Ryan has a question. We found out that the White Sox and Cards first game after the break, they've lost, what was it, 8 or 9 in a row?
This sucks, yeah. 8.
Yeah, now how did you come up with something like that?
Well, I always drop those type of trends years in a row. They actually seem to hit at a pretty good rate. I'm a terrible sports bettor, but those seem to hit at a pretty decent rate. So just something to look into. I honestly have no idea.
What's the one you put the most work into? Which one probably took you the longest? Because you'll just have these crazy stats that we're always just, our minds are boggled, and that's why we wanted to find out what kind of lab work you do to get this stuff. But what's your craziest one, you think, or one that when you put together you're like, oh my God, this is amazing?
I don't know if it was that amazing, but the one I posted one yesterday, how many people live within 5 miles of every MLB stadium. And right after I started, I was like immediately regretting doing it. I was like, this is going to take me forever. But
that's what I mean. It's time consuming. Was he the Costco one? And how many
proximity to the nearest
Costco? Like that one. Now, how do you think you're at Costco one day and you're like, I wonder how close Major League Baseball teams are.
Exactly.
What do you think the average time is that you spend on these?
Oh, it's not some of them are 5 minutes, some of them are a couple hours. It really depends, honestly.
And then do you have a folder? Okay, so looking at the Cardinals and the White Sox losing, coming back from the break, do you have a folder? You keep that, and the next year, okay, they lost again, I can add on to it? Or do you feel like you kind of are starting over?
That's a good idea. That is smart. I should do that. I've only been doing this posting stuff like this for a few months now, so still learning, I guess.
I don't know how we caught on. I don't know. Ryan caught on early to this stuff.
They've been awesome. Yeah. One of the ones that you posted yesterday was the year-to-year records, so comparing last year's ending records to this year's current and what the teams need to finish. So the Royals can lose 60 of their remaining 65 games and still have a better record than they did last year. But you mentioned Frank, you had mentioned the Marlins were a playoff team last year. They need to win 52 of their last 66 in order to have a better record than last year. How do you put this kind of one together? Just looking at the last year?
Yeah, that was interesting. Honestly, I was looking at Braves because I was looking at I think the Braves are going to get going here soon. And I was looking at their record last year, and I was wondering, what do they got to do to get to that? Probably not going to happen, but I still think they're a team that's going to get going here, make a bunch of moves at the deadline. I
agree with that. I'm curious, are you going to do this for other sports, looking ahead to football?
I probably will, yeah. If I got nothing better to do, I'll do.
Well, what do you do?
I love NFL.
Yeah, what do you do for a living then? That's a good question from Alex about that. Where do you find the time?
Well, I work remote. I got honestly a great setup for this because I work remote and I only work Monday through Thursday. So
okay, I
have obviously plenty of time to be posting dumb baseball stuff.
And to be joining us and to be playing golf on a Friday. It's a pretty good deal. Who are your favorite football teams then? Who do you like in the NFL?
I grew up in Charlotte, so Panthers, Hornets fan.
Wow.
Okay, there you go.
But not a Tar Heel guy, huh?
Yeah, but not a Tar Heel. Are you a Duke fan?
No,
just Auburn. Hate them both. Just all Auburn.
Hate them both. At least you hate Duke. That's fine.
All right, and then Ryan, you have another one that we want to talk about?
Yeah. So another one that you put together was the top 10 teams for a specific stat. So looking at 8 different stats: batting average, OPS, homers, OPS with runners in scoring position, starting pitcher ERA, relief pitcher ERA, batting average against, and then the outs above expected. How do you kind of chart this one together, or what made you think of this one? And then your Yankees have 7 of those top 10.
Yeah, the Phillies and Yankees.
Yeah, it's kind of misleading with the Yankees because they played so unbelievable the first couple months and then just stopped playing. But pretty interesting to look at it. There's a different team on top for every stat. And then a team like the Giants that spend tons of money this offseason really aren't doing anything well.
Yeah, they have been struggling.
Well, and by the way, I have to be honest, I didn't know what OAA was, outs above average. That one popped in, and that's a defensive
metric.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, kind of a nerd stat, I guess. Yeah.
No, but I mean, that's what I mean. We love about your stuff. You can tell that there's so much care and love put into these, and we hope you keep doing them. How many times do you post a week? Do you try to do one a day, two a day, one every other day?
Yeah, I try to do, 2 or 3 a day, probably. Some days I don't post. Some days I post probably too much, but probably average like 2 or 3 a day.
Well, it's never too much for us. And Ryan's got one more question. We'll get you out on this one about your beloved Yankees.
Being a Yankees fan, what kind of move do you want them to make at the deadline?
Well, I mean, they need bullpen help big time. So really anything there. They probably need third base. Ryan McMahon from the Rockies would make a ton of sense. People are saying they don't want to trade him, so I don't know what they're going to do. They really need another bat. I mean, behind Judge and Soto, there's really nothing. Verdugo's not doing anything, and they need some more offense.
Yeah, should be getting Stanton back, so that'll help at least a little bit.
That will.
So. Yeah, he was playing well.
Listen, we can't thank you enough. We're going to let you go. You were out on the golf course. Your shot looked beautiful with the palm trees, and we watched you run all the way inside. We couldn't appreciate it more. But listen,
I'm sweating out here.
I know. We share your stuff all the time. We constantly promote our viewers to follow you at Brooksgate because you do such a phenomenal job, and it's super entertaining. And we were very excited to have you on. This is our 199th show, and it's a Friday, so we really appreciate it.
I appreciate it, guys. So do you guys do like betting stuff? Is that?
Yeah, we talk gambling. We have the sports book here at the South Point right behind us. So we talk gambling. We like to do entertainment. So we like to do a mix, and your stuff helps people sometimes with betting. Like, I'm going to go bet the White Sox. Yeah. I'm going to bet against the White Sox. I'm taking the Royals to keep that streak active, which I know we've had other streaks. Was the Astros one that we bet on their 62nd game of the year or something? That was, So we love it. So, we do gambling. We have comedians on. We have entertainers here in Vegas. We do whatever. We'd love to have you back on in football season if you start getting some football ones going.
Awesome. Let's do it. Don't yell at me if Royals lose today.
Yes, exactly. All right. Bet the Royals. Thank you, Jordan, very much.
Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you for extra steps to get inside. That was great. All right. That's Jordan from Brooksgate. Ryan, great job. Excellent. I mean, the guy, it's amazing how he puts all that stuff together. We got a little peek behind the curtain there of the Wizard of Oz.
Just things that he thinks about and goes, okay, yeah, sure, I'll make that.
Well, I was joking, like, so you're at Costco, and then he's like, yeah, it's kind of how that one came out.
And he said just a few hours. That would take me so much time.
I think
Basketball Reference in general, that website.
He's being humble, I think. He's very humble because that stuff is amazing. All right. So it is, we did blow past the picks at 12:36, but we had a little technical issues. So we're going to do picks at 12:42 and 30 seconds. So here we go. We don't even have to roll the graphic. Alex, what do you have for us?
Okay, so.
We're rolling the graphic. Punchline picks at 12:42 and 37 seconds.
So we are going with Team USA versus Team WNBA. The last time these two played was 2021, I believe.
Yeah.
Which must make sense with COVID. But so Team WNBA upset the national team that year. So we are going to back the national team. They're -5 at most places. So I do like that. You can lay that. Or if you want to just take them on the money line, because I also love the under. And I'll get into that story too. But under, I think it's 190.5 most places.
Okay.
Going under that because we are going to see defense. And I'll let you guys give your picks. And then when we talk more about it, I'll tell the story from 2021.
Okay. All right. Very good. And Ryan, do you have a pick for today?
I will be backpacking off of the stat that we showed, the White Sox Cardinals. I did think about going with the Braves against the Cardinals. Sonny Gray on the mound for the Cardinals. Spencer Schwellenbach on the mound for the Braves. Wasn't too big on taking the Braves in that one. But I will be taking the Royals minus the 1.5 against the White Sox. The White Sox are one of the worst teams in baseball. They have not covered a run line in any of those games that we showed the stat of. So I think that trend continues.
All right, very good. I'm going to take the Arizona Diamondbacks.
That game's already started.
I know. What's the score of that game?
5-0, top 5. Yeah.
It's 5-0 D-backs over the Cubs. I just saw the score.
Yeah.
So the Cubs coming out of the gate fast in the second half.
Oh yeah.
Who's pitching for them?
It was Justin Steele. And he got pulled, after. And then Hayden Wisniewski. Yeah, it's going to get a whole lot worse.
All right, my pick. This is the first time I've taken this team all year, I believe. I'm trying to get to that 15 win, but I just have randomly picked the last. I don't know. I was on a streak. Got to get back on the horse here. So I'm going with the Mets. I've never taken the Mets. Chaminade. I told a story about Chaminade. I once bet against him. He was playing for Oakland. Mm-hmm. I took Boston. It was my cousin's daughter's birthday. We were at a party. I'm going to follow along to this game, have a little action because it's, kid's party. What am I going to do?
Right.
Sean and I threw a no-hitter against Boston that night. So I lost that game. You remember the losses, not the wins. But he's been pitching very well. The Mets have been playing very well. I think they came into the All-Star break that hot June and 7-3 in their last 10. They're playing the Marlins. All right, okay. The Marlins have waved the white flag. They're probably going to start dumping some of that pitching. So I like the Mets. I'm taking the Mets about 130, 140, 150, 150. What do we have, Matt?
It is minus 121 here at the
Oh, my
Point.
God. Okay, good. Even better.
So
I looked at the Dodgers. I can't do it. Boston looks too good. And that Dodger Stadium, when I've gone to Dodger games when the Red Sox are in town, it is loud Red Sox. There's a lot of Boston Red Sox fans at Dodger Stadium. And the Dodgers.
Your favorite fans right there.
Love Boston. They're so classy. But anyway, I stayed away from that game. Because Boston, again, Matt and Everett, we talk about Boston, and they're playing way better than anyone thought. So I'll take the Mets. I can't believe I'm saying let's go Mets. But anyway. All right. And
we're going to tie those together. Oh, which one should we use of mine? The under or
for the parlay?
I'll let you guys pick, yeah.
That's up to Ryan, whatever he puts in the machine there.
Which side did you like?
National team.
National team -5?
Yes.
Royals?
Or under.
Royals -1.5. Mets.
He's still deciding.
Yeah.
That
So it
sounds
could be
fine
our
to me.
parlay. Frank and Ryan parlay. Frank, Alex, and Ryan. Sorry.
It's okay.
Just preparing for next week.
What?
Just preparing for next week.
I'm just preparing for next Friday when it's just.
That was good.
Nice one, Ryan. That was good. All right, so we go to Caitlin Clark. Let's
Yes.
talk more about Caitlin Clark.
Okay, then don't let me forget the story.
Yeah, tell the
Unless
story.
we do it now.
Yeah, go for it. You want to do it now? Yeah, do it now.
Okay, so in 2021, Circa opened the line in the total first in the city, and they opened it at 250 because typically these games are like NBA All-Star games, right? No defense, everybody
Right.
just playing and kind of doing a shoot-around. Well, the national team is preparing for the Olympics. So they play defense, so then Team USA plays defense. Anyways, the wise guys acted like they were betting, and that number was okay. They bet it up to 255.
Oh.
And then the entire city opened it 255, and then they bet it all the way down under 200. 50 points because people just kept betting the under.
50?
Yes.
Wow.
That is the biggest thing I've ever heard.
Me too.
Wow.
That's why when my dad told me this yesterday, I was like, wow, I have to share this story. So pretty crarazy.
And the skills
I should have used that for my That's crazy. And now it's 190 and a half.
That's
There you go.
crazy.
It's now 190?
That's what it is for the game tomorrow, yeah.
So there's a 60-point swing?
Well, last year, if you look it up, it was over 200.
Compared, yeah.
Team Wilson versus Team Stewart, and it was a pretty high-scoring game, but
Yeah, they're getting ready for the Olympics. They're not going to, this isn't going to be a celebration. They're there to get ready for the Olympics.
more like a normal game, right?
Yeah. All right. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Let's talk about Caitlin Clark since we're talking about the female basketball. What do we got with Caitlin Clark? This is unbelievable, right? The car.
Yeah. So she is actually going to be featured on the hood of a NASCAR car this weekend.
This is how you know you made it in sports,
Wow.
baby. Look at that. That is awesome right there. There's almost 6,000 cc's. Very funny. It's the Stewart Haas Racing Team, the Caitlin Clark car. I mean, I feel like if we don't bet on this.
I believe it is Josh Berry's car.
Yeah, it is, Barry. Yeah, it is his car. Unbelievable. She's on the hood right there. Caitlin Clark, all in 1 year. It's like Caitlin Clark and Paul Skeens in 1 year have taken over two respective sports. So it's great.
That means Caitlin Clark probably made it on Gone Racing today as well, not just the show.
Yes, Jeff Miley did mention, yes, that she would be on the hood of this car.
They
I do like the reigning threes just above her on the hood. And it's also a Panini car. So the Panini cards, the Panini sponsors on the back.
Wait, just in general, the food item, the panini, or
no,
is there a chain?
Panini trading cards.
Oh, yeah, trading cards. Okay, I'm like, I thought it was just like sandwiches, like a panini. Yeah, that's right. They're the trading cards. Caitlin Clark, she's a force to be reckoned with, and maybe partially responsible for that $2 billion deal. I mean, come on, fly commercial. Remember that video that Portnoy put out? Okay, all right. Next up.
So now going from basketball to going from WNBA to NBA, also two food things coming
Yeah,
up.
here we go.
So McCall Bridges and Josh Hart.
Chipotle,
Not that they needed it, but they were given Chipotle for life cards because they're such big fans of Chipotle. They have a little competition between each other of who is the bigger fan of Chipotle. But they each get one free meal a day from Chipotle.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think
because of
that's a good advice. I don't think they should do it every day, but they could do it a lot. That's awesome. Yeah, that card. Now, I mentioned this once before. I went to it was an Emmy. I don't know. I got a card. I got a Johnny Rockets card for a year, and it was up to 4 people as many times as you want. So you can only eat so many Johnny Rockets. But for a year, I had the card. Then they renewed it for a year. So for 2 years, I could get Johnny Rockets. But man, getting a burrito at Chipotle for free for life. I have a comedian friend who has one of those, and I'm very jealous of it. But there you go. That's pretty cool. Now, what are you going to have for lunch today? Now all I'm thinking about is Chipotle.
I get a bowl.
You get the bowl?
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah.
And I like Cafe Rio better, but
Really? Cafe Rio has one over by there's one across from the Rio. It just has nothing to do with the Rio. First time I went, go through the drive-thru window, and I turned to leave, and there's a ledge there. And I went off a ledge in my car, like, and the woman, and I yell back to her, and I go, how often does this happen? She goes, once a day. I'm like, do you guys ever think of maybe leveling that off a little bit? You know, so next time you drive by it, the Rio, it's right across the street from the Rio. There's like a curb and a ledge. Okay. My driving exploits in Vegas. It hasn't been good. 4 flats and that incident.
Courtney made sure to let us know that she's never heard anybody call you the Blade.
She's lying. I could call someone right now and they'd answer the phone, the Blade. We'll end the show that way. Everyone calls her. Anna's backed away from her mic. Are you okay? Don't touch it. She has to disinfect her keyboard. Don't touch it. Sean was going to try to be a hero and jump in. Yeah, he's Purelling up over there. Oh, my God. All right, are we doing polar pasta next?
Yeah. So
I'm going to set this. Yesterday, we had the Kansas City, what was that thing called? The Monster Barbecue Cheeseburger Quesadilla Taco thing.
It was the
Royal
something taco. It was K something taco.
It was insane. All right, so Colorado might have the coolest, air quote, item yet. Good food for you in the Rocky Mountain if you're getting high, you know what I mean? All right, polar pasta, show this thing. This looks delicious. Have you seen this, Alex?
I have not.
Yeah, so it may look like spaghetti, but that's actually vanilla ice cream.
What?
And those may
donut holes.
Those may look like meatballs, but those are donut holes. That may look like marinara sauce, but that is strawberry syrup. And that may
look like basil or something.
Yeah, that is actually mint.
Question: why is Shaquille O'Neal involved in this?
You've never seen the video?
Yeah.
Of him shaking his
That's what
own?
he's eating. Yeah. All right. Okay. Why did I just do that on camera? And I just saw me do it. Oh my God, that was horrifying. Please don't use that in the montage. Unbelievable. I would try that in a second. Would you try that?
Absolutely.
I think we need to get that to ballpark like now. Why do I feel like that's going to be stolen by a lot of that's amazing looking. Donut holes.
The ballpark got some pretty good Sundays
do.
out there. They get pretty creative.
The one
too.
day I showed up and
boozy,
you guys, you and Andy were doing a remote. And I had some beautiful hot dog sausage combination, or no sausage.
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever the hell it was. It was delicious. All the food's good there.
You threw me off because
Especially-
we were talking about Sundays, and I thought you were talking about the 4th of July Sunday. That
No,
they had.
I didn't get that.
But yes, when you were there, we were doing
Some
that.
sort of sausage, and then I got 3 free beers doing some race. It was great. Good day. Sean kind
Did
of
you
beat
race
me.
against?
I let Sean win at the end. He's a kid. You know, you got to let them build up their confidence.
Yeah.
All right, what do we have next here, Ryan?
So sticking in baseball.
The parlay.
Yeah, so there is Jeff Parles sent us this morning. $50 bet, futures bet, had South Carolina to win the Women's National Championship, had the Florida Panthers to beat the Edmonton Oilers in the Stanley Cup Final, and has Jackson Merrill to win the National League Rookie of the Year. $50 would pay $195,000. Jackson Merrill currently has the second highest odds to win Rookie of the Year in the National League at plus, it's now 500. The thing says 550. But the problem is the guy in front of him is Paul Skeens, who is a minus 1,100 favorite to win the National League Rookie of the Year.
Plus 300. Plus 3,000.
So he's trying to sell this ticket on that prop swap website.
Right.
He's listing it at $25,000. Not going to be worth it. It is going to be a throwaway. Paul Skeens pretty much has the Rookie of the Year locked
He's
up.
having an amazing year, and he could continue to have an amazing year. They're going to shut Skeens down or really cut his innings. But if he just, in those starts, keeps dominating like he's doing, which I hope he does,
it's his.
He's got it locked up. Chris Sale might have the Cy Young right now. But if Skeens keeps going, who knows?
Yeah.
I love it. Get rid. I'd just cash out, sell it. Someone.
Not every book offers cash out though.
Yeah, that is. That's
so
true.
This one is on FanDuel, so it is. Yeah,
that's okay.
He does have a cash out option. I'm not sure for how much, but he is. Yeah, trying to sell it for 25.
Sometimes I wonder, like how old major league managers are and how their records are. If there was only some way to know.
Well,
do you have anything?
We may get Jay Kuda on the show.
Jay Kuda, we got to get Jay Kuda now too.
But yeah, he decided to chunk the top 10 oldest managers in the league, the 10 middlest aged managers in the league, and the 10 youngest managers in the league, and put their records together. The funny thing about it is the 10 oldest, the 10 middlest, and the 10 youngest all combine for 483 losses this season.
I don't understand that. I don't know how that's possible. What are the odds of that? But again, amazing work by Jay Kuda and Brooks Cade, who we just had on the show. But that's phenomenal. Ron Washington is the oldest manager. That's why it was a strange hire by the Angels. Angels haven't been doing a lot right in the last 20 years. But I do like Ron Washington and Moneyball. He was featured. But that's just such a random, that one, I want to know how he did. When we get Jay Kuda on the show, bookmark this one. And by the way, the title of this is 5 stars. Managers Records. Is that yours?
Yeah. That was
Bravo on that one. That's excellent.
That's insane.
Yeah, there's no...
and he didn't know that was going to happen, right? I mean, I'm sure he just started punching it in.
And he's probably like, whoa.
Yep.
No way. 483 losses. That's amazing. All right.
Yep. So now moving from that one to this one's from sportslogos.net. It's a website that has nothing but sports logos, but they decided to look at next year's schedule since it was released yesterday. The MLB is going to have a rivalry week in 2025. All 15 series will have some form of rivalry, whether it be geographical, historical, or the other two that don't really have a rival. So Mets, Yankees, Cubs, White Sox, Angels, Dodgers. Obviously, those are the geographical ones, as well as the Pirates and Phillies, Cardinals, Royals, Astros, Rangers, historical.
Who are the Guardians playing? I missed it.
Guardians have Cincinnati.
Cincinnati, the Battle of Ohio. All right, because, Cleveland's only 2 hours from Pittsburgh, where Philadelphia is about 5. I've made it in 4. But anyway, I like that it's a Keystone State. Yeah.
The Poop Series.
What's that?
The Poop Series.
I'm not calling it that. Why is it called that?
Because the P and the P, and if you put it on the scoreboard at the start of the game, it's zeros. So P00P.
Sometimes we do third grade humor on the show. We don't mind. That's kind of what makes us example. I like Heated Exchanges. Good title on that one. All right.
That was our boy, Young Meza.
Young Caden over there. By the way, Caden, I took your advice. I went and saw Longlegs last night, the Nicolas Cage movie that I knew nothing about, and it was really good. I really enjoyed it. Went over to Sam's Town is where I went. So went a little early and said, well, let's see if we can win the tickets. Bet the Denny Nagel 15 on roulette, $36. Paid for the movies and popcorn. Walked away. It was unbelievable.
Very good. That's
thank you, Denny Nagel.
Very nice.
Denny will be here August 5th through the 9th. Are you in town the 5th through the 9th?
Yes.
Okay. I just got to check. August 5th through the 9th, Denny Nagel will be sitting at this table, and I can thank him in person for wearing number 15. All right. Is this kid's not this is not the 14-year-old.
Yeah.
That's what he looks like?
Yeah. So
why does he look 47?
Young Meza to young Caven.
Nice segue.
Or Captain Sully. Made his MLS debut a couple days ago. He is the youngest professional athlete in American sport history. 14 years old and just over 200 days, I believe. But yes, Topps did put a debut patch on him
He's a real bimbo,
to put in a card, just like they do for Major League Baseball, as well as for NFL kind of stuff. But yes, a 14-year-old made
that kid guy. Look at him. He could go into a restaurant and get the senior discount. There's no way he's 14. That kid looks like
he looks really young.
He doesn't look 14.
Not in that picture, but he looked pretty young. He was at ESPN yesterday. Did an interview.
I mean,
but that picture does.
That doesn't do him justice.
Picture, but
it's pretty amazing. Could you imagine 14 years old and playing in a major sport? I mean, that's insane. So, congratulations to Sully. Freddie Adu, I believe, had the record before that. I remember Freddie Adu was going to be the next Pele. I think he's had a nice career, but he hasn't been quite as big as maybe Captain Sully. Oh, Sully was the pilot of the, yeah.
That was
very good.
Good.
I believe Captain Sully was a pilot of mine once. Yeah, I believe so. Before the whole incident in New York, because I remember him and I spoke with him on the way. I walked out. I was flying first class back then. I remember walking out and talking to the pilot for a second.
Oh, so that's why the flight took so long to deboard.
No, it was as I was walking out and waiting for the door to open, and I talked to the pilot. And it was about a year before this, but I remember he was this strikingly handsome guy, and he was really, really a nice guy. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure it was Sully.
Nice.
He's strikingly handsome. I can say that. All right, this is the last one, right? The birthday thing.
Yeah, one final one.
Did Alex bring this in?
Yeah,
right?
we saved from
I
Wednesday.
found this on Twitter.
We found this, yeah.
Or X, whatever we're saying.
Alex enjoyed this one, so if you take a look at it, go ahead and put your birthday month is your role with an NFL team, and your birthday date is the team that you are with.
Oh.
So Frank, you are the GM of
the Cleveland Browns.
Cleveland Browns.
That is wrong. I don't mind the GM. I like the power. I like, it's basically fantasy football. But the Browns, why? That's the last. Well, I want the Ravens last. And then the Browns second to last. All right, what is yours,
Ryan
Alex?
has to go first.
Oh, Ryan, what is yours?
I am the backup quarterback
Okay.
for the San Francisco 49ers.
Oh, it's a good gig. Good
Which
gig.
goes into mine because we're both January. So I am his
Both
offensive
24.
coordinator.
Both 24.
You're an offensive coordinator.
Both 24.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
Both 24, yeah.
Yes.
Offensive coordinator for the Niners.
Yes.
So you're just running McCaffrey. What are you doing?
Yes,
A
absolutely.
lot of McCaffrey. Trade Brendan Ayuk to the Steelers, and we're good. That's really cool. I mean, again, this is a silly one, but I love it. Ann, what are you? When's your birthday month again?
The head coach of the Cardinals. Yeah.
It's not one of the better
She's
jobs.
going to turn it around.
She's going to turn it around. Been saying that in Arizona for quite some time. I think that's it for the show, right? We got to do Monday's headlines. Okay,
Yes,
Monday's
it's time.
headlines. Alex is here. Ryan's here. This is where we're going to do Alex's little foldy sliver thing that she does. We're going to write down something we think is going to be a headline on Monday morning. We put them in the Dune 2 popcorn holder. By the way, we might have to, we'll have to show it next week, that alien popcorn holder, Ryan. That looks pretty cool. We got to get, we need that for the stage, for the studio. We'll put that on Kane to get one of those for us. But anyway, we're going to do a Monday headline where we write down something. We'll pull it out on Monday. You are here next week.
Tuesday and Wednesday.
So we got double dose back-to-back days with Alex White. And Monday, what's up Monday? What's going on Monday? What's Monday?
Ooh, big show.
Episode 200.
Episode 200 on Monday. And I know you got surprises lined up. Do you want to give us a little inkling? All surprises. She can't speak. Oh, she can't speak because there's so many surprises coming up. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you watching the show yesterday. We really appreciate everybody. We had a really big show yesterday. I'm sure, again, once Alex is here, our numbers are climbing, and it's because of you guys. My computer died. Anything I should say? Anything? Any last look at the punchies in there?
Minidar gave his feelings on log legs. Gave it a 6.325 out of 10.
Who did? Wait, say this again?
Minidar.
Okay.
Opinion on long legs.
Okay.
6.325.
I'm going to go 7.
Out of 10.
I'll go 7. I think Kane's a little higher on it, right?
Yeah, I give it 3.9 out of 5.
You have a 5-star system. All right. I like that. Okay.
So a 7,
It's a solid B. Yeah, it's like a B minus. It's good.
It's not a 4.
No. Yeah, I agree.
Do any punchies have any thoughts on the WNBA All-Star tonight or tomorrow? Doesn't say anything.
Not quite.
Okay.
We do have to put in our parlay as well.
They did have some discrepancies on the rivalry series. Minidar doesn't think that the Dodgers and Angels should be the series.
Well, they have to. It's the freeway.
Giants. Yeah, Giants, Dodgers.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, they're looking for a location here on this one.
Yeah, and then as well as the Royals, Dean Hilt with the Cubs cards should be instead of Cardinals, Royals, Cubs, Sox.
Yeah, but I hear you.
They definitely did a lot of geographical matchups.
Yeah, they did. Again, I like us playing the Phillies. I think that's a good one with the Pirates. Alex brought up, did you figure out the odds on the parlay by chance?
The book that I have does not have numbers on the WNBA All-Star game.
Oh, damn.
So,
okay, well, we'll figure it out on our own. We'll do something.
I think we should go with the side, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Side, Mets, Royals, right?
Yep. And
Run line.
Royals run line, yeah.
Okay. I'll put it in.
Okay, I think that's it. Anyway, guys, keep watching the show. We really appreciate it. The numbers are growing. You guys are helping. Please like and subscribe. Share us on social media. My thanks to Brooksgate. Jordan for being on the show and running to a better connection. That guy was awesome. So thank you, everybody. I guess that's it. Well, oh, yeah, Alex, sorry.
Stick around right here because at 1:30,
thank God.
or as close to 1:30 as we can, we have a special for the games of the year with Chris Andrews and Vinny and myself.
Look at that.
Yes.
College football games of the year.
College football games of the year. And UNLV, I understand, is involved with this. I think Chris said the other day. Yeah.
Quite a few, yes.
Quite a few, UNLV. That's why I wear my proud UNLV running Reb shirt. I saw the tap room pop up. You saw the picks. We'll be back Monday, show 200. Can't wait. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good weekend. Punchlines. Line stands for Live in Nevada. Every show.